Great.
He's a Division I quarterback, as well as being hysterical.
Yeah.
He at his age, I was blacked out, like on a basement floor, covered in frat sludge, which is just dirt and beer mixed in a floor.
Which is a weird way for you to describe last week.
Yeah, it's weird. Ken, introduce this next guy. He's amazing.
Very, very excited to bring to the stage right now our new friend. We hugged, and it was beautiful. Daniel Bridge-Gadd.
That shit was beautiful, Ken. That hug was really nice. There's a lot of screaming white people out here. That wasn't like that was like you're way too drunk for a Thursday. Anyway, it's good to be back in Seattle. I missed all the homeless people and ridiculous prices. It's cool though. My girlfriend's from here, so I can throw y'all some shade. Judging by the pigmentations in here, though, y'all get enough of that shit. Like, I used to live here, and when I first moved here, I was like, y'all get the sun in this bitch, right? Like my doctor literally gave me vitamin D pills. He was like, bro, it's cloudy here all the time. Like, our relationship with the sun is kind of like having a deadbeat dad, you know? You know, never really consistently in your life, might show up every like third birthday, and turns out has a whole second family called the rest of the country that gets to see him every day. None of that was personal at all, I swear. I also used to play football, like Ken said, down at UW, just down the road, which meant I was surrounded by just like physical freaks all day. Which was cool for what it was, but like it got me thinking, like so many people fill stadiums all across the country every fucking Saturday in the fall to see behemoths bang into each other for 3 hours trying to fucking move a ball that's this big over a line that some dude painted in the ground. Like, that's weird. And for how big and macho the stigma is around football, it's so fucking suspect at the same time. Like if you could be in any like major college locker room at halftime, and there's like a 99% chance that you're gonna see some big, bald-headed alpha male coach just walk in and say some fucking weird shit, just like, all right, fellas, bring it up. Their penetration's fucking hurting us. But you know what? That's all right. Because I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna tighten our assholes up. And we're gonna run the ball right up their ass. And then slap someone on the ass and just walk out like it wasn't fucking weird at all. No, like that's the only job you can do that shit at. Like, go ahead, try that shit at your job. Just walk up to a random group of people and say some fucking weird shit and then slap one of them on the ass and just walk away. See if you don't end up in HR quick as fuck, just... Sexual harassment? No, baby, that's motivation. So I'm starting to feel like an adult now. I'm 21 years old. That's definitely old enough to fuck your life up. My mom asks me all the time, she's like, so what's your plan? I'm like, I'm just gonna be really sarcastic and hope someone pays me for it. She's like, okay, and if that doesn't work out, what's your backup plan? I was like, I don't know, a gigolo? Like, I just told you I wanted to be a stand-up comic. Like, obviously there isn't much of one, you understand? And like, then when my friends found out I was a comedian, they think it's their job to just turn into my writers for some reason, which all that really means is they just walk around saying dumb shit all day. So, I have this one friend who's white, like very, very Caucasian. His dad's name is Olaf, to put it that way, okay? So me and Olaf's son are sitting on the couch one day, and I just look over at him, and he's not saying shit, and he's just smiling, looking out the window. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And like 10 seconds later, this guy gets up unannounced, takes like 2 steps past me and goes, where the bitch is at, I'm finna get my dick touched. And I was like, then he had the audacity to laugh at his own joke, look me in the eyes and go, tell that to the people. And I was like, nigga, I did, and they laughed. So I'm still trying to find out like what kind of comic I am, like what my whole shtick is, and you know those token black guys on sitcoms that are relatable to white people? That's me. Like I'm black like the same way a tomato's a fruit, like on paper, but not really. And you might be like, Daniel, well, how do you know this? Well, let me tell you, because when I met my girlfriend's all-white family for the first time, not one person was kind of scared, intimidated, clutched their purse, nothing. I was like, did I do this wrong? Like, nah, black skin, dreadlocks, I'm good. And then a couple months ago, I had a showdown in Phoenix, where I'm from, and I asked a couple of my friends, I was like, hey, do y'all want to come down with me and go do this show? And one of my black friends was like, yeah, I'll come down with you. I need to find a barber in Phoenix. And I was like, oh, that's Phoenix where I'm from. I got a guy. He goes, all right, look, man. There's really no easy way to tell you this, but I'm gonna need a blacker guy's guy. I was like, nigga, you right. You know it's bad when a black dude has to do an imitation of another black dude? Like, shouldn't happen in nature. So I was at Chipotle not that long ago. And if you've ever been to Chipotle, you know how that shit works. They ask you a series of questions, you know, what kind of rice do you want? And I said white. What kind of what kind of beans do you want? And I said black. And then usually they're supposed to ask you what kind of meat you want next. But before I could even say anything, this dude was already reaching for the chicken. And which was cool with me, because that's exactly what I wanted. Like, he knew that. I knew that. Saved us both time. Like, I got places to be. And, like, I could have said some shit. I could have talked to the manager, but I didn't. You better believe on the way out of that bitch, I took a full bottle of Tabasco and filled my water cup up with soda, called it even. Because, look, I'm not going to pay for a soda cup. Like, why would I? Not when they're giving out water cups for free and expecting strangers to show some integrity. Like, that's on them. Fuck that. That's bad business. No, thank you. And, like, believe me, like, I want to work hard one day and have a nice house and a nice car and a trophy wife, a girl with morals. And, but, like, right now, like, I'll just take some guac money. Like, fuck. Okay, so look, I'm back at Chipotle, right? Like, same situation. White rice, black beans, now kind of racial chicken. And when I go to ask for guac and they're like, that's going to be extra, is that okay? I'm just tired of being like, fuck, is it? Because, no, look, because they put me in this weird situation, right, where it's like, you know, guac or keeping the lights on. And that's not a hard decision at all. Let me tell you something. Guac tastes no different in the dark, okay? I'm gonna light a candle and enjoy my goddamn burrito. My favorite type of racism is that unintentional kind that you don't know you're doing. Like when I talk to someone on the phone who doesn't know what I look like, and then we meet in person and they're confused because I sound nothing like the way you think I should. Like some of y'all probably did that shit when I walked out from behind that shit. They were like, wait a minute, I thought he was black. They're like, that voice and the hair, it's throwing me all off, out of whack. Anyway, y'all have been a solid-ass crowd. That guy in the woo guy in the front with the Marvel, huge fan. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. We got a great ass show for y'all tonight.
Daniel Bridge-Gadd.
Daniel.